Well, today is the day. I get to start my journey on the thing that I've been trying to pursue for a very, very long time. I mean, it's pretty obvious what I've been trying to do, right? I have a body pillow, actually more than one body pillow. I've started dabbing into booby mouse pads. It's pretty obvious what I'm trying to do, right? Well, I'm proud to announce that I'm no longer a fighting game channel. I am no longer doing fighting game content. I'm now turning myself into a hentai content creator. No, this is not a joke. I've been wanting to do this ever since I let that Jehovah's Witness into my house and he started explaining all there is to know about the Bible that is black. And of course, he made some good points. He related to me on a very deep level. We could definitely work some things out so I can start making my contributions. And to be honest, I'm all up for it. So here I am, taking my very first step into the religion of hentai. And what more to do that than to skim my anime list, whether it's full of anime, but also the very artful form of hentai. So here are my top 10 lists of hentai that I've definitely watched, and I will give you my reviews on them. Now, I have mentioned that I'm just barely getting into it, but that isn't a complete lie. I've actually been dabbling into this way before this video ever happened. Actually, as soon as the Jehovah's Witness left, I went ahead and I got to work right away. So I've been dabbling in it for quite some time now. You know, it's been quite an experience. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the list because I am pretty sure you guys are all salivating at my top 10 list. So here we go. We have the first one. It's going to be Resort Boin. Boin. The synopsis for this very lovable hentai is a tropical vacation means sun, beaches, and barbecues. And in Resort Boin, very nice play on words on the title and utilizing a location in the actual hentai. It also means babes. What more can you say? Babes and hentai is like milk and cereal. You can't have one or the other. When Daisuke Ichijo, which is a very compelling character, flies to the southern island and works with his grandmother's resort during spring break, he quickly finds himself surrounded by pretty girls, all whom want a piece of him. There's not one man watching this video that wouldn't want to be Daisuke Ichijo. I'll start off by saying that my favorite character, of course, from this entire show is going to be Mika, a girl voiced by Hyosei. I like that one scene where Mika had with the protagonist where they shared deep thoughts about their inner feelings, and they just couldn't keep their hands off each other. I give this a 9 out of 10. I love this hentai with all my heart. At number 9, I'm going to be going with Dropout because it very much resembles lots of people in modern day society dropping out. And this show tells you how you shouldn't do that. Let's get into the synopsis. Reika Shichijo was a student at the top of her class until one day she became a dropout. I love Dropout because it tells the compelling story on the message to society on how they can become dropouts and be whatever they want to be. Now she is responsible for her classmate Nimikun's sexual pleasure to help him study better. In this world, dropouts, those who have failed to be admitted into the university, are forcibly made to work. Especially beautiful students who are obligated to pursue sexual labor, aka become sexual service for the rest of society. As I was saying, you can become whatever you want to be. If you pursue it and you want to be that thing, boy, you can be that thing, even if it includes becoming a sex slave. There's multiple characters in this, show, but there's one that stands out, and that's Rei Shichijo. Damn it, she's such a great character. That scene with her and the protagonist was sure a good one. It's a very good one. I loved it. It was on top there of the greatest Oscar-nominated moments. It was super good. And that's why it's at number 9, because of that Oscar-winning performance by Rei. At number 8, we're going to be putting in Koikishi Purely Kiss the animation. Very wholesome, very nice, very slice of life, very school-heavy, show. And I really love this show just because they really connect with each other. And I really have the feeling that anybody who watches this show would also connect with them on a very personal level. In the past, as children, Kaname and Elsia were caught in a building in which a fire had broken out. Oh no. Elsia got stuck under the rubble, and Kaname didn't plan on giving up on her. Even though it seemed hopeless, just as Kaname was about to run out of strength, a modern-day knight saved them. After the incident, they both decided to promise each other to become knights and protect and uphold justice and righteousness. More than any other. Like I'm telling you, they connect. Not just this way, but like this way too. Years later, they fulfill their promise to each other and work side by side to protect and uphold justice, while love starts growing in their hearts. How wholesome. Who doesn't love a good wholesome love story? And especially with hentai involved. My favorite character has to be Akari Kazama. She is fantastic in this one. She really sold me with her love for the main character. She really did a fantastic job. And especially her voice actress, Yui Ogura. She did a great job too. If you're into lovey-dovey hentai, boy, this is the one for you. At number 7, this is a personal favorite one of mine. I mean, they're all my favorites, but this one's like a highlight of mine. This one's called Oide yo Mizuryu Kei Land. Oh, I love this one. The synopsis is very simple. It's come to the greatest sexual theme park in the world, Mizuryu Land. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, there's like no characters. Boy, do I love this one. You know what I love? Disneyland. I go there all the time. You know what else I love? Hentai. Hey, what do you get when you mix them together? You can't go wrong with getting on a roller coaster and experiencing hentai. You just can't. It's a great feeling that I hope to experience one day. I mean, just one glance at the show will make you jealous for years. Yeah. Check this one out. This one's really good. Number 7, Mizuryu Kei Land. Are we at number 6 now? We're at number 6. Number 6 is called Harem Time, the animation. Oh boy, as you can see, I have my own little harem going on back there, if you know what I'm saying. So this one definitely struck a chord with me as soon as I booted it up. Except, you know, the girls here aren't on walls and our pictures. Sato Reiji's life changed when his real lineage was discovered. He is the son of a rich man who passed away recently, and now Reiji is the new master of the Kamiyama house. Kamiyama, not to get mistaken with the Kame house from Dragon Ball. Wrong series, but easily mistaken. But there is a catch. In order for him to be accepted into the house legally, he needs to provide an heir. And in order to do that, he must choose a wife from his very own harem. Wow. So they basically need him to reproduce. I see. I mean, yeah, that was a fantastic plot point. I think the plot was incredibly good in this one. The story really compelling. I love the part where him and the main female's protagonist, they went out and they had a good time, and they ended up being a very good time after the good time, if you know what I mean. My favorite character was Junko, because she reminded me of another character called Junko, and she was very good. Very good. And her voice actress, Tanaka Ryoko Tanaka. Yeah, she was extremely good as Junko. Just perfect. And Reiji, oh man, that, just like Mr. Daisuke from Resort 1, Boyne, Sato Reiji is just another stud. Oh man, just perfect for the role too. Oh god, where's his voice actor? Either or, Harem Time is definitely a must-watch for anybody that's a hentai enthusiast. Next up is a personal favorite. We're getting into the top 5 territory, so these are freaking good. Might want to take your notes on these ones. We have Ane Haramix. Since the early death of his parents, Takami Akitoshi has lived alone with his beautiful elder sister Hitomi, while concealing his dirty desires for her. One day, a mysterious girl named Mina enters the room. She introduces herself as Death, typical, and explains that she came to take his soul. It reminds me, is this Bleach? She came to take his soul because he had reached the end of his lifespan. Oh boy. Hearing his screams, Hitomi runs in, and after the situation is explained, asks Mina to spare him. Sisterly love. Can you... I guess this is kind of taking it to the next level, I think. Mina, moved by her earnestness, tells them that if Takami Takami fathers a child within a week, she will let him live another 10 years. Hearing her condition, he turns his face to Hitomi. Okay, quick break here. He literally just found the nearest lady. I guess he had feelings for her. Oh, God. Yes, this is a fantastic show with, that shows you that no matter blood or marriage, doesn't matter. As long as you have love, then anything can happen. I mean, he was gonna die. He didn't have a choice. Maybe he could have asked Mina, but no. I just love it how his sister takes up the reins and bears his child while the Reaper watches them. This show's great. Number 5 on a hair mix. You gotta watch this one. 9 out of 10. Close to a 10, but 9 out of 10 for sure. Do you like adventure? I love adventure. One of my favorite movies of all time is Indiana Jones. I just love that sense of where do we go next? What's the journey like? Well, that relates a lot to this next one. Secret Journey. Oh, I love this one. Genzo Zanzo is on a journey. He has to travel to India to retrieve the Holy Sutras, not to be mistaken with the Kama Sutras. Along the way, he happens to free Goku, a sex addict monkey sealed by Buddha. Together, they travel to the West. It's based on Journey to the West. You remember when we said not to be mistaken by Kame House? You know how they're so similar? What was it? I don't know what it was, but this is literally a spin-off Dragon Ball. That's why I like it so much. Adventure in Dragon Ball. What's not to like? Goku in this show is really something else. I love it when, Goku power pulls right through those journeys. And Genjo, let's not forget about Genjo. Genjo's such a cool character. The way that he backs up Goku is freaking crazy, man. By far, my favorite character, like I said, is Goku. I mean, what's not to like about Goku in the show? It's too good. At number 4, Secret Journey, based on the Journey to the West. Secret Journey to the West, you can call it. At number 4, super good. Check it out. With all this crap going on with the pandemic and no sports, there's definitely some sports hentai out there. I mean, there has to be. That's why I recommend at number 3, Binkan Athletes. One of the better sports hentais out there. Shigeru is a university student. He likes to play sports and works at a sports gym part-time. See? One day, Ayako, a massager, suddenly tells him, you've got golden fingers, like Midas. No, that's not right. You must have a special talent for massaging. He is taken to a massage room in order to give Asaka, a famous beach volleyball player, a massage. Oh. He doesn't know what to do, but he gives her a massage. However, she suddenly goes out to the room angrily. He has no idea what's wrong with him, but Ayako says, why don't you get her to reach orgasm? And she gives him erotic massage lessons like this. Like this, his life as a massager begins. Oh. Wow, what an upcoming. This is one of the greatest coming-of-age stories. No, adult-oriented coming-of-age stories. I just love the sports, volleyball. Is it volleyball? Man, the graphics on this one and the animation quality is fantastic, dude. When they show off the sports gym, dude, I thought I was actually at a sports gym. This really, really takes me back to the days where I used to work out quite a bit back in my high school days. But, that's no longer there. Now I just watch hentai. Either or, the fact that this man was became one of the greatest massagers of all time. I wanted to do something else with my life, so I went ahead and I purchased an Amazon ebook on how to massage for dummies. Just of the simple fact that I watched this hentai, I was able to do something else with my life. So definitely give it a watch. Number 3, Binkan Athlete. At number 2, this is definitely the second best one that I've ever watched in my whole repertoire of hentai, and it's called Masterpiece, the animation. And you know why it's called that? Because it is a masterpiece. After his parents passed away many years ago, Yuji Enomoto was adopted into a family of his childhood friends, Yuna and Nina Tsubakihara, and their mother, Mira, now in high school and known as Yuji Tsubakihara. Okay, so they adopted him, stepbrothers. He lives under the same roof as a pair of cute twins. Oh, they're twins. And I mean, of course they're twins. And they're a beautiful older woman. Although the shy, reserved Yuna and the outgoing, talented Nina are his family, Yuji submits to his desires after witnessing Yuna turn down a confession. Wow, so Yuna actually likes him. That's why I like the show. But as Yuji and Yuna finally consummate their life, consummate, complete by having sexual intercourse. Oh, I learned a new word. Yuji and Yuna finally consummate to their lifelong love. Can Nina and Mira stand idly by? Oh, yes. So yeah, this is. Do you guys like love triangles? How about a love square? This is including 4 different characters. I am team Mira. Which one was Mira? I love MILFs. This just teaches a wonderful story of, man, you're my friend. We should get together sometime. Sometimes it'll work out for the best and sometimes it doesn't. In this particular situation, it definitely does. And their adventures go down from there. I mean, you can't go wrong with a show like this. Each episode, from episode 1 and 2, things just escalate from there and just become even more saucy than the previous one. So if anybody ever wants to pick one from this list, I think Masterpiece is right up there as the number 1. Actually the second, because the number 1 is going to be after this one. So the number 2 show that you should definitely watch. At number 1, we have the most beautiful one of them all. The one that got me into hentai in the first place. I'm talking about Bible Black, of course. We can't do a list of top 10 hentais without including Bible Black. I mean, come on. It's like the freaking Casablanca of hentai. It's so good. There's a reason why there is 6 episodes and a sequel, 2 sequels, and a spinoff. It's so good. Every school has secrets. You got that right. But few leave a stain that won't wash out. Been there. Won't talk about it, though. In a certain school, there was once a fun club centered around magic. Obviously, they're talking about Magic the Gathering, of course. Such a fun game. But had turned into a murder and a lust for power. There is such thing as too much fun, of course. Sealed and willfully forgotten, the resulting evil of that day remained chained in the school's basement. 12 years later, high school student Taki Minase, while inspecting the place where the incident took place, uncloaks the secret plastered in blood, a book of magic called Black Bible. Not Bible Black, but Black Bible. Okay. Trying his luck with its love curses, he soon finds the magic proves real and easily penetrates the hearts and bodies of his fellow classmates. Wow. It's very strong magic, I guess. The resulting intercourse leaves the student body very vocal. I bet they would. And Minase's acts do not go unnoticed. What was first a simple stroke of curiosity became much larger and harder to control. Fully swallowed by the unshackled darkness, everyone he knows becomes a victim, including his childhood friend Kurumi Imari. Torn apart, Minase finally realizes his mistakes and that he must reverse them in time if he ever hopes for him and Imari to come together. Ah, yes, overtaking the power of Magic the Gathering to be able to, of course, come together in unison in beautiful penetration of hearts and bodies with Imari and himself. So many different characters to choose from. Which one would be my favorite? I don't know. Imari was okay, but I didn't really like her too much. My favorite one was, of course, I think, definitely, man, so many to choose from. Kaori Saeki, because I just like saying her name, Kaori Saeki. And she was definitely a character worth mentioning just because of her very important role in the show, where she, of course, you know what she does. I can't explain how much of a cult classic this show is. If anybody as into hentai has not watched the show, is definitely, I don't know what to say to you if you guys haven't seen the show, because this is definitely the show to watch if you want to get into this type of, media. Either or, all of these are fantastic for your first movie watching. That's my top 10. If you guys want to, go check it out. If you don't want to, then you're probably better off because, this is only for cultured people. Either or, hopefully you guys enjoyed this list. This is definitely a list that I had to reach deep inside of my heart to be able to do, because there's so many of them out there that I just had to pick, a few of them to be able to give you guys on a list. And if anybody asks you, hey, what's his favorite hentais? Then you can just give them this video and bam, there you go. This is my list. Now you don't have to bother anybody else wondering which one's my favorite hentais. So you're welcome. Either or, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to some more hentai content because, man, I'm going to be covering every single one of them coming up. If anybody knows where I can find more hentai, let me know. Yeah, comment section for sure. I feel ashamed.